Hey guys, what's up, and welcome to a quick unboxing of LG's sort of new IPS 23-inch monitor. This is one of the really slim bezel ones. You see kind of the same monitor but with different brands like LG sort of design in the outside of them, but this very thin bezeled monitor. So it has all these things, it's colour calibrated from the factory, super plus resolution, all of these like technical terms that specific companies like to put on. So if we just lay it down flat, we can open this seal. Okay, so moving to the inside of the box. Sorry about that. And there we have some styrofoam. Oh, I hate that. It's my arms. How are my arms raised? And you can see the monitor flat straight here. So we'll pull this out. You can see there's a bit of paper on the underneath the thing there, but we'll leave that. Pull out some more styrofoam. And we have the accessories sort of thing. So we have an easy setup guide and tells us what stuff it's meant to come with. So it comes with apparently a DVI cable, a D sub cable, an HDMI cable, and the power adapters, as well as a disc, an owner's manual, and driver installs for the monitor. Yeah, we have the first power cable, the second power cable. Comes with a VGA cable, no DVI or all the other stuff it said on there. Then we have part of the stand with the horrible plastic stuff on it, and the other part of the stand. So what I'll do is I'll build it and show you the monitor as it's meant to be on your desk. Okay, so here I have the actual plate for the stand, the little arm which I may as well just attach, goes in like that. There's no like lock there, which is quite odd. And then we have the panel itself. So if we just take off this protective covering, we can see the monitor itself. It looks absolutely no different to the LG 23 EA63V or whatever the hell I have sat on my desk downstairs. But we can take off this piece of paper and I'll show you what it says. It basically shows the quality of the display calibration. Apparently it's color temperature 6500K, which is a little bit warmer than daylight, I think. And they used HDMI, and you can see the colour difference between all of the stuff. I don't really know what any of that stuff means, so I'm going to completely ignore it. So if we turn this monitor around, be careful not to move it, because it's got an anti-glare coating on the front there. So I'll just put this down carefully. We have the little stand, and we can just, I believe, just clip it on. There you go. There's that, and it moves. You've got full height adjust, or a few degrees of height adjust. So we'll pick it up, turn it round, and lower it onto the stand. Okay, so if you've seen this monitor online anywhere in all the shops, this is probably the sort of image you'd have seen with the plastic stand that it comes with, which is glossy black plastic, and it's a pretty god-awful stand. If you have a look, it wobbles a ton. I'm just using my finger there to move it across. It does have height adjust, and it's a pretty significant amount of height adjust. So you can tilt it tilting down at somebody or tilting way up, but I wouldn't know how much I'd really use that. Firstly, I'm going to base mount this. Moving around to the side, you can see just how thin the monitor is. If I make it actually level, it might look a little bit more aesthetically pleasing. But you can see it's a glossy bezel, and it's very, very thin. It's an LED monitor, so of course it is. Moving round to the back, we can see the I/O. On the last model, the 23 EA63V, you had a DVI, HDMI headphone, and VGA, as well as the power. On this model, you just get the power, an HDMI connector, headphones out, so you can use headphones with this monitor instead of using the inbuilt speakers, which are pretty awful, as well as VGA, I believe. But yeah, you can just see the nice texture on the back, nothing really of importance, but the front is where the main attraction happens. So as you can see in this corner here, it is actually bezel-less, so we get this sort of outer bezel, but the actual physically screen blocking bit of the monitor is gone. The panel does not go straight up to the edge of this monitor, which is a shame. If it did, it would be perfect for iFinity or the video surround, but no, it actually, there is a gap, and you can see it in certain lights, but still, it does look amazing, this IPS monitor. It's 23 inches, and looks great. So let's go downstairs, mount it, set it up, and you can see what it's like. Okay, so this is my temporary desk setup for now, and it is very ghetto. All my cables are everywhere, and the wall behind isn't wallpapered or painted or anything. But this is my desk at the moment. I have the LG 2363E, the 23-inch monitor from last generation, as well as this year's new 23MP65. They're both 1080p monitors, both have the super thin bezels I was talking about, and as you can see, they both look great. I have them both set up in dual screen mode running OS 10 Mavericks. It looks fantastic. They look basically the same. The blacks on this, if you're going from a TN panel or a monitor, or the model monitor that came with your big box store PC or something like that, going up to one of these, just any kind of roughly calibrated IPS monitor will be a huge upgrade. Just IPS in general, the blacks are so much richer, text looks even sharper just because of the increased contrast, and having this much screen real estate, 1080p, 23 inch, and two of them makes it a really nice viewing experience. I don't really know what much to say here. In terms of input lag, it's only about 5 to 10 milliseconds, which isn't too bad, and I don't play competitive games. I play, like, you know, racing games or Civilization, so I don't need super fast response times. But if you do, maybe going for a TN monitor is something you may want to do. There you are, that was my unboxing and quick look at the LG 23MP65 monitor. This 23 inches, 1080p, I really recommend it. If you're looking for an IPS monitor that's cheap with very slim bezels, then this is the monitor for you. There are very similar models come from Asus and people like that, but this monitor, I have two of them now, two very similar ones, and I thoroughly recommend it. It was about £140 here in the UK, so it's a great value for such a monitor. But if I would like to recommend something, it would be to get some kind of different mount for it. The stand that actually comes with the monitor is dreadful, and it's so wobbly that I put it down on the desk and I thought maybe I could use the stand for a while, but seriously, by the time I'd pulled in with my chair, the monitor was wobbling and I just couldn't deal with it. So I got this, I've face mounted it, and I'm shaking the desk now and it's not moving at all. So other than the stand, it's a great monitor, superb value, and I hope you enjoyed watching this video. So if you did, feel free to leave it a like, feel free to hit subscribe also, and I'll hopefully see you in the next one.